are Super Bowl champions.
Why didn't he catch that pass?
Tom Brady lost this game. He's 100% to blame.
Now you tell me about the great Bill Belichick.
He's still great.
Who made
great.
a foolish genius decision to bench Malcolm Butler? Are you kidding me?
I do not believe that the Patriots overcome this.
New England's not a championship football team.
I don't think they're in trouble. I think they're done.
Tom Brady has a wet noodle for an arm right now.
He's flinching.
Brady suffered an MCL sprain when he was actually going out for a pass.
Edelman is not scaring anybody in this league.
Dropping far too many passes.
They're making too many foolish mistakes.
Bill Belichick. What the hell is Rob Gronkowski with his peg-legged self doing on the field?
That's everybody. That's Gronk. That's Edelman. That's the play calling. That's everything. Offensive line.
Patriots have a veteran, smart, but slow defense. By the way, they can't stop the run.
Worst throw in 10 years by Tom Brady.
What's going on with these guys?
Are we witnessing the end of the Patriots dynasty?
What we're saying is they're not getting to the Super Bowl.
They do not get to the Super Bowl.
They are not going back to the Super Bowl.
Down with the victims. We both know you need them. Stuck in the middle of all irrelevance.
They said we'll always be here. We'll always be in the playoffs. We don't know that. Take advantage tonight, fellas. Be grateful. I love y'all boys. I want to work next week. Let's work next week. Start today.
You can't fight the friction. So you can't take the pressure. So
It's about time we get pissed off and let everybody know we pissed off.
You're too old. You're too old.
you can't fight the friction.
I know everyone thinks we suck. Can't win any games. But we'll see. It'll be fun.
Oh, yeah, it's the Malcolm Go podcast. With me today is Tyler, as always, and Vince. What's up, boys? Super Bowl week. You guys ready to go?
Had to check in for Super Bowl week.
Who's fired up? I'm
All
fucking
hands on
fired
deck.
up, boys. By the way, that is the Still Here. It's one of the better hype videos you'll see. It's Still Here, Patriots Super Bowl 53 hype video on YouTube by Jay Stornator.
Over/under on hype videos you've watched so far this week, and we're at
You tell me the over/under, and I'll tell you if you're over or under.
I'm gonna put it at 9.
Probably under. I don't think there's that many good ones. I think I've watched about 7. I've watched this one quite a few times. Now ask me how much game planning have I done, how much work have I done at work.
Where are the holes in the Rams that you're spotting already?
It's already, they're already beaten in my brain. I already figured out every single if and or but. I just know I'm five moves ahead of Sean McVay right now. So anyways, how excited are you boys?
I'm very excited. I just want to know what your day looks like when you show up to work. You probably check a few boxes, and then when do you actually get into real game planning and just ignore your job completely?
I'll wake up, say I wake up at 5 right? Brush my teeth. Check the Twitter real quick, see if I got any mentions, see if I got any things going on there, and I'll look for anything that might have happened overnight, any
developing
stories, any problems, anybody ready to retire, anybody got drunk and arrested.
Anything we need to get our hands on to solve early.
Take a dump, go to work, in the office about 6:30, 7, and then I'll go right to The Athletic, open about 12 tabs up, then I'll go right to Barstool, open about 12 tabs up. Then I go to Twitter, see if there's anything on there, open about 12 tabs. Then I got about 36 tabs. I just read through them for the first, 6-7 hours of the day.
Now, when you say you go in the office, are you going to your office in Foxborough, or is this the office in Wilmington?
At Gillette Stadium.
That's Gillette. Sorry.
So I watch about 6-7 videos, listen to about 4 or 5 podcasts from respected Patriots insiders, and then probably say about 4 or 5 o'clock, I do actual work. But then, if it's Wednesday, 3:30 to 4 or 3:30 to 5 o'clock on Wednesday, I have to do podcast prep, so I don't do any work.
Do you have that?
So today I
blocked?
didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like if
You got
someone wants to make
9 pages.
Yeah, I had 9 pages here. I had a lot to do.
If someone wants to make a meeting with you on a Wednesday, is your calendar say blocked?
Yeah, it's blocked. You can't do it. Can't do it. Can't be there at that time.
It's not gonna work, Susan. Find a new time.
You can do it. We can do this. We can do this Thursday morning between the hours of 7 and 7:01.
Well, we can handle it Monday. That's only if a Patriots win.
I have to drink decaf coffee because I'm too fired up. Can't sleep. I've been wearing Patriot socks every night. I wear them to work. Nobody's asking questions. My dress pants rise up in the front. And people are like, "What? Those aren't Argyle socks. What are those?"
Your dad's just looking at you like, "What the fuck happened?"
So he doesn't care. He knows that the apple fell far, far from the tree. So I took the squad to the Pats send-off rally. 35,000 strong.
You were there?
Oh yeah, I was there.
Oh shit.
Me and I brought the whole squad, the wife and the 2 kids. Fucking cold. It was like 30 degrees. I thought it'd be like 10,000 people, but this is the first time they opened up the stadium to before it was at Boston City Hall like the day they were leaving, so it was like 10,000 people in City Hall just like yuppies like having a coffee and watching and
happened to be there.
Yeah, happened to be around. And then last year they did it at Gillette Stadium, and they did it outside. Like where they do the Hall of Fame inductions, and this year
and then the year before, it's unbelievable. There's a Super Bowl send off 3 years in a row.
It is, and then this year they opened up the fucking stadium. It was like going to a home game. Getting in there took like it was normal traffic, like going to a football game, and leaving was fucking just as bad.
I saw the pictures. It seemed like I would say like maybe like the first preseason game or something.
Yeah. Well, they had 35,000 people counted, so they could have filled Fenway Park with that just for a send off. Literally, I timed it perfectly because the doors opened at 8. The players weren't going to speak till 10:45. I don't think it was actually till like 11. So I didn't even leave my house till like 9:55. Got there about 11:30. I was not on the field. I just had seats in the bleachers or whatever, and it was fine. I mean, we were there for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes before like Zolak started talking. And it was like, and then that was over, and then we went, and we were like, let's find a place to eat lunch. And everybody was in line 75 miles deep. You couldn't get in anywhere. My son was having shit issues. It was a whole thing.
So you just walked right. You just walked right into the stadium, though.
It's a nonstop shit issue, Tyler. It never stops.
You just walk right into the stadium. Do they like?
They checked your bag, but you didn't need any ticket or anything, and there was no concessions. I'd like to have a couple cocktails while I was there. The Blue Man Group was there. We could have done a little Molly.
Why was the Blue Man?
Yeah, and it was.
There?
Did you see the Rams send-off game? Send-off thing, like 5,000 fans in a parking lot.
Yeah,
it's Crips and Bloods uniting. Tying their bandanas together. LA does. I don't think you're from LA, Vince. Anaheim. LA, I don't think LA deserves sports. Honestly, I don't think warm climates deserve sports.
Honestly, I mean, it played a big part of me moving here when I was young. I looked at it. I'm like, this is like what a sports town is. It's a goddamn joke out there.
I don't think
I never figured out the reason either. I don't understand it.
It's the winter.
Yeah, that's
what are you gonna do right now? I just bought Donkey Kong. We've been playing a lot of Donkey Kong
on
here
Nintendo
on the
Switch.
Podcast.
That's what I was saying. It's like Miami, Florida doesn't deserve sports. I mean, LA doesn't deserve sports. I
get it with football because they lost teams so many times. But even like baseball, like the World Series, like the Doyers they get a following. They're pretty big, but it's different though. It's
not the same. It's just like cool to go. But the Lakers and the Clippers are fine. Like they're whatever.
They can have that, but I'm not gonna listen.
Football, no.
I think baseball, football. If you have other things to do during football season, I don't think you should have a football team. Like you can go to the beach and then go to like. Eat like nice restaurant, not el dente. What do you call that? Al fresco. Eat al fresco on the beach. Like I don't think you should be watching fucking. Yeah. You shouldn't get the Miami Dolphins. Move them to fucking Delaware,
honestly,
somewhere where it's freezing and nobody has anything.
When I was in San Diego, going to a Chargers game was like ruining your day.
Yeah,
like I can have a nice day, a pleasant day. Okay, ruin my day.
Or I could go to the shitbag stadium and
what? I'm gonna go to happy hour, grab a surf,
and
then go home. Have some tilapia.
Get some street tacos.
Catch a couple sets. Sure, yeah.
Whatever. I'm sick of the media this week. I'm done. I'm sick of everything. I'm sick of the whole underdog storyline on both sides. I'm sick that the Pats are the Pats and they aren't allowed to be underdogs, and that the Pats have been nitpicked all year and told that they don't have it, and told that they don't have what it takes. Argument. Basically, I'm sick of both sides. I'm bored of it already. But listen, I'm going to give you a fire take. I wrote about 2 pages. I'm going to read it verbatim. It was like a fucking high school essay. You guys can give me your thoughts afterwards. It might sound like I'm reading, and that's because I am. Malcolm Go listeners. Tom Brady is the underdog. This used to be celebrated in this country. We didn't care or root for the number 1 picks like Peyton Manning or Jared Goff because they were born to be quarterbacks. Born to be in Super Bowls, given every opportunity in life since they were ejected from their mother. This country used to revere the underdog, the man who had nothing and worked for everything they ever had. The blue-collar work ethic, boys. And gain the success that nobody expected. Tom Brady, an afterthought high school recruited reluctantly to Michigan, wins the starter job after coming back time and time again, and then gets benched because boosters wanted Drew Henson to start, which Brady then proved wrong, and he was the better quarterback, comes back, wins the Orange Bowl against Alabama, comes to New England, 6th-round pick, afterthought again, takes Drew Bledsoe's job in the 2nd year of the highest contract ever given to an NFL player, never looks back. He's doubted after everything, after Spygate, after his knee injury, after Super Bowl losses, Jimmy Garoppolo, and now he's the underdog to Father Time. All right? He keeps proving people wrong, and people in America, the America I love, respects that, and not the people given every opportunity. Here's another thing about the underdog. Tom Brady, in his own mind, is the eternal underdog. Until he breathes his last breath, he is the underdog the same way the 69 Jets were. The 01 Pats were underdogs. He lives his life slighted by everyone. True or not, he decides when his underdog story is over. Not the media. He's trying to make everyone pay that didn't recruit him, that didn't start him in college, that didn't draft him, and doubted him during his career. Not until everyone believes will he quit.
That was Tony reading his 5-paragraph essay he wrote for his college...
my college entry exam.
College application essay that went along. Oh, wow.
I need tissues after
I'm going to be honest.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm a little emotional.
That was heavy. I'm going to be honest. I really didn't get moved too much.
Fine.
The passion was there. I felt it. I could feel it.
I felt that from my heart. It's my burning sensation in my body. I need the 6th Super Bowl. Like I need air to breathe. I need oxygen. I need Tom Brady on level ground with an entire franchise that has been around since the dawn of the NFL. I want him fucking sitting side by side with dumb Pittsburgh Steelers and Chuck Noll and their steroids of the 70s. That's what I want. I want Mean Joe Green looking at Tom Brady and being like, how do you have more Super Bowls than my entire franchise?
If you look at Tony's prep sheet right now, there's a bunch of misspellings because he was angrily typing that,
slamming it into the keyboard.
Broke 3 keyboards writing that.
I took a lot of passion. That took me like 25 minutes. You guys are...
you are undoubtedly the most passionate fan I've ever...
I felt the passion. I'm disappointed in myself a little bit that I can't muster that up.
I don't know.
About halfway through, I'm like, all right, we need to start making arrangements for his family. God forbid. We need to protect them.
Bury me in my Tom Brady jersey, okay? If something happens this Sunday, just bury me in my Tom Brady jersey. I can't take another loss. Listen, Tom Brady can't go 5-4 in Super Bowls. I can't have it. Can't have it.
No, it won't have it either.
I won't have it. Can't. I won't. He needs to be 6-3, and I'm not even happy with that.
I mean, the fear is there, and that's like one of
the fear.
One of the thing about going to the Super Bowl every year.
Fearless.
It's like that you have to deal with that, the possibility of losing every year, and it's just devastating. Like if you're the fucking Seahawks, you're just celebrating your fucking one championship and calling the Patriots cheaters and golfing. Yeah. But we're in here in the trenches.
This is it. We talked about it last week. It's impossible to be a New England or a Boston fan. It's impossible. You have to go every single day. You're fighting back against somebody. Yeah. You're in the fucking playoff run every fucking 2 months. You're in a playoff run of your life.
You think I want to drink at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday? No. I have to drink.
They expect me to be there and be lubed up. They don't fucking want to sit there and play in front of fucking bored fans. They expect it.
I'm trying to keep my anxiety levels down from the weekend.
The same way that they're champions on the field, I'm a champion in the stands.
100%.
Or on the couch. Well, it'll be Sunday.
Hashtag championship in the stands.
Hashtag Dead Ivy season, which hasn't taken off.
I do like it. I honestly, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, you
Dead
enjoyed
Ivy
it.
season is awesome.
I think it will take off. I can't believe it has.
I don't know. It's a perfect metaphor. It's just perfect.
I mean, I guess you like.
It's Dead Ivy season.
It really suits the
Patriots
the season ticket holders that see it every time.
My seat directly looks at the Dead Ivy.
Yeah, It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Like I said, my favorite plant, dead ivy.
Dead ivy. I made a tweet today responding to Mina Kimes and NFL reporters. Like I think his name was Kevin.
I for sure
Seifert.
thought that was a Middle Eastern porn star.
Nah, she's like a Korean girl who thinks she's witty, and she just is on SportsCenter or whatever the fuck she is. She's on like a bunch of podcasts, but she's just like she does gifs and shit. Like she's like the wacky girl that's like into sports. So she's been bitching back and forth with like Portnoy and shit about how like the Patriots weren't underdogs and how everybody's picking the Patriots. So like she retweeted today all the ESPN experts pick, and of course like 75% of them are picking the Pats, and I just called them out basically for white knighting. I just tweeted at him. I was like, in quotes, "Hey, look, we shot and killed you and murdered you in cold blood, but we just resuscitated you. So obviously we aren't bad people, and you can't be mad we shot you in the first place." That's the metaphor I'm trying to use for fucking these ESPN people. Like, we killed you during the season, wrote you off for dead, as you heard in the clip. I mean, those are fucking people you have on your network every day. Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, Rob Parker, douchebag. Shannon Sharp, all these fucking people. Millions of writers picked fucking against the Patriots to lose to the Chargers, against the Chiefs. Everyone thinks they weren't fast, not good enough. That was Colin Cowherd, one of the biggest Patriots supporters nationally that I hear on the radio, and he was telling nobody's afraid of Edelman. Everyone's afraid of Edelman.
That's why, at least with Max Kellerman, like he's spiraling, but at least he knows he's got to stick with it. Yeah. He can't just come back and be like, all right, if you
even get mad at Max Kellerman, I feel like you've lost, because like that's the whole point he's trying to get across. Rob Parker to the same extent, but he legitimately like hates the Patriots and Tom Brady. So I hate his guts more than anything, even though I know he's terrible.
Steve Young had the best quote. They're like, could you see Brady going out on top if he wins? And he's like, what are you talking about? Brady lives on top. Anytime he goes out, it's on top. It doesn't matter if he wins this one, loses. It doesn't matter. He's always on top.
He's never lost. He's the best at everything. He wins at everything.
Yeah. There's no going out on top. He's just on top, and he'll go out.
Isn't it amazing that like people are like that? Like, there's some people that, like, you went to high school with some of them. I mean, it's always to a lesser extent. You don't get Tom Brady everywhere, but like even in high school, you'd be like the best football player was also the best fucking basketball player, the best. Or my case, like the best athlete was just the best athlete at every sport he played. Like there was a kid on my football team who was the best. He was also the best on the hockey team. He was also the best on the baseball team.
I think that's like standard.
But also like the best at video games and got the most girls. It's just a fucking. I was just living in mediocrity my whole life.
Oh yeah,
just
it's
basking in it.
Yeah,
sitting there just.
It's the best way to live though. There's no pressure ever.
I've lived my life slightly below average for 33 years.
Something good happened. Like you have this house and like everyone's looking. Wow, Tony got a house.
Everyone's surprised about it. Yeah, that's the thing. What
that
do you
kid
mean
gets
he
a
has
house.
jacuzzi?
Like, yeah, exactly. That kid gets a house. It's like, well, of course he's supposed to get a house.
But the difference between is I have to work for it. He somehow will fall ass backwards into it. You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
He'll go to college and be good looking and charming, and someone will be like, "Well, you could be a lawyer."
Yeah.
Like, and then he'll go to law school and get C's or whatever, and they'll be like, "You come work for me. You're charming. Like, whatever."
Have you ever
$180,000 a year?
Have you ever considered consulting? Yeah. What's that involve?
Just being you, really.
Yeah. Just keep wearing that suit you have on.
Anything you say, I'm sold.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Is like we live our life in mediocrity. Tom Brady lived my life, but took it to, and I'm not comparing myself with the GOAT. No, but I'm saying that like he wasn't given anything, but he took the bull by the horns and gained everything himself. He wasn't Peyton Manning that was
it's weird
a lucky sperm.
A lot of guys on the Patriots kind of like that.
Yeah, that's what I think Belichick built his team building on was fucking the backs of people that were doubted.
Gronk is.
he inherited a shitload of fucking high round picks, but like he made Mike Vrabel, all these other guys, guys that were afterthoughts.
The classic comeback redemption, all that shit is always on the Patriots.
That's it. Julian Edelman has the most fucking fire I've ever seen onto any football player ever. Yeah. Nobody gets more fired up than him. He's 110% all the time.
He's a lunatic.
Yeah,
he definitely.
Do you think he was a fighter growing up?
Yes.
He must have been just an animal.
There's a classic story.
He grew up in the park. He's about as white trash, I think, as you can get.
Really? I don't know it's near San Francisco, right? So I don't know.
No, but he wasn't growing up in by the bridge or something.
Have you guys seen Murder Mountain?
This is all California talk to me, Vince. I don't know what you're talking about.
You seen that documentary on Netflix? Murder Mountain?
I watched it.
It's up north, above wine country. you can just there's no laws. Like law enforcement won't go there because they're afraid.
I think
of
that's
everyone.
more Edelman's area.
They
I need
grow
to be,
weed. It's like it's all white trash.
I think I need to be watching more stuff on Netflix. I literally just pay whatever it is $9.99 to watch The Office. That's I literally just pay them $10 a month to watch The Office.
Yeah, California is actually really pretty shitty. If you go anything east
I don't
of
doubt
like
that.
the 5 or the 805, whatever, anything east of like once you get 20 miles away from the coast, it just falls apart.
Just
quick.
ugly and barren.
And meth, a lot of meth. They love their meth.
Well,
good at it.
Yeah, they are good at it for sure.
do what you love. I'm not going to spend more time. I'm just ready for practices to really get going. I'm sick of the fucking media. I'm so fired up for this game. In fact, I need this to happen. I mean, best part of media day was Brady not giving advice to Goff. Did you see that? Did you watch any of media day?
I saw that.
I stay away from
media
media
day.
day.
What happened?
So, I mean, I'll play it right here for you. Well, I'll explain it. Basically, since you don't have your headphones on, it was basically they do like this interview thing now. It's new. I think it started last year where like they sit the quarterbacks down and like 2 defensive captains and somebody from NFL Network ask him questions. And they asked Brady, he's like, well, Brady, Tom, you've been here so many times. Do you have any advice for Jared? And he like good-naturedly basically was like, I'm not giving him any advice. Like basically like say, I'm not going to give him any advice. He can play his own game. He's good enough. They're all good. But make no mistake about it. That is as cold-blooded as you can fucking be.
Dead serious.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not giving you advice.
That's what I'm saying. He played it off good-naturedly. But in his mind, he's like, what are you, fucking nuts?
Yeah.
I'm going to give this guy advice on how to be me and try and beat me? Go fuck yourself. I'll play it right here.
I honestly feel like he's never done that to any quarterback. Like I don't see him being friendly with any quarterback in the league.
I don't even think his backups get any. He was the backup,
Hoyer
right?
loves him.
That stole a fucking job from a $100 million contract guy.
Yeah, and
You think that fucking Drew
it.
Bledsoe was giving him pointers on how to take his job? Tom Brady has never given his job back. He knows the way.
Yeah.
Here's the interview anyway.
What advice would you give this guy as he gets ready to take on the big bad Patriots?
I'm not giving him any advice. Crazy.
Yeah, people are smiling. He is dead serious.
I got a great team. I got to go against that guy all night, so that's what I'm concerned about.
Keeb Talib.
And I know how great of a player he is. They got a great defense, best D-line in the league, a couple of the best interceptors probably ever played in this game. So I got my work cut out for me.
Dude, this fucking the stands, by the way, even for the Rams media day, 99% Patriots fans. 99%. If there's a Rams fan there, I haven't seen him yet.
Is this the biggest advantage we've had, you think?
Maybe the Falcons was high. But
Seattle was for sure Seattle fans.
Yeah, I was at that game. You couldn't find another Patriots fan.
No, even walking around the bars and stuff like that, it was all Seattle fans.
Yeah, it was 100%. I mean, it must have been in that game. Conservatively, I'd say it was 80% Seattle, 20% Patriots.
And they were so dumb. Like after the game, I was making fun of them, right to their face. And
no, they didn't care
just
about anything.
Like, yeah,
hey,
sure, next year.
A couple great teams going at it.
They're basically Canadian, so
that's true.
They're very nice.
Yeah,
they were just a beaten team at that point.
They don't even really care.
Exactly. They don't care. I mean, I feel like teams out west. I mean, it's fucking sports should just be the Northeast. I'm sick of it. You know what? That's it. Northeast and fucking Chicago gets a team, and that's it. Those are the only sports that you get.
Philly is what you want out of fan base.
Philadelphia, New York, New Jersey, D.C., Boston. And that's fucking it.
And because
if you get like Oakland, like when
I don't like them. They're like a gang culture.
Because we're
I don't
nice.
care. Goddamn right they are. It's a little scary.
We're gonna throw Denver a little bone. I'll accept Denver.
Nah, I hate Denver fans. I
don't like any of them, but I'll accept them as being actual fans.
They're in the middle of nowhere. They can have sports. I'm just saying, the Northeast sports fans are real sports fans. They live and die by the team. They actually give a shit. I mean, anybody else, I'm sick of you. Like, they go into, orchards on the weekend and picking apples. Get out of here. I don't need it.
You're not getting through your day as a Boston guy just working without sports, where you can get through your day anywhere else.
Your wife's just nagging you, and all you're thinking about is that the Bruins lost in a shootout last night, and you're like, the fuck?
Should they fucking trade Tatum, dude, or are they going to fucking keep him? That's the only conversation that goes wrong.
I'm on construction sites 24 hours a day. Nobody talks about anything except for anything sports related. That's nothing. That and fucking girls. That's all they talk about. And girls are all bundled up now, so now all they talk about is sports.
Yeah, and occasionally Percocets. That gets brought up.
When they're on Percocets, that's when they start talking about girls.
Yeah.
I was on the tee the other day, and I'm just sitting there, and this 15-year-old across the way just shaking his head violently, and it got to the point I make eye contact with him. I'm like, dude, are you all right? He's like, fucking Celtics, man. I just don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what's wrong with him. And like he's just sitting by himself. He's 15 years old. Like name another place where that's going on.
That was me in 2002 after they won the Super Bowl. I remember I was at like a birthday party, and it was the last game of the year, week 16 or 17. They had to beat Miami to go to the playoffs, and then or maybe they had to beat the Jets, and then Miami had to lose. And they beat whoever they had to beat. And I think Miami beat the team that was definitely supposed to beat them. And I was fucking pissed off. There's like a girl that I had a crush on. And I was trying to basically hook up with her. And I just blew all my chances. I was like, fuck this. Fuck everybody. I'm going home. Fuck this team. They'll never be good again. It was a fucking fluke. Talking shit to everybody on the way out of Pulcari's. And Saugus pissed off.
I had
Didn't pay the bill.
I was a big BC Eagles fan. And when they made the Sweet 16.
Too bad for you.
With,
Super fan.
With Craig Smith and who's the guy? Jared Dudley. That team made the Sweet 16. They should have won.
I remember them. They were ranked number 1 at once. I believe they were the football team and the basketball team were ranked number 1 that same season.
Yeah, Matty Ice was there, and they beat. They also beat. They beat Duke at home with J. Oh, they might have lost that game. They played J.J. Redick, who was like the best.
Yeah, they had a good center
guy.
that was just like a big bulky guy.
And they lost, and I was pissed. I punched the wall. I stormed out. And then a nice, cute little redheaded girl came and gave me a kiss on the cheek. And
I was at the Cuse. I was at the Cuse for that. For
the one
those
that got
years.
away.
Cute is a stretch.
So what do we do? I don't know. So a few things I literally can't wrap my head around. I really can't handle the thought of losing to a coach that is my age. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Oh, that is weird.
I can't allow my Hall of Fame legendary coach that has out-schemed and out-coached the world's greatest coaching legends, from fucking Parcells to Shula, whoever the fuck, legends for 30-plus years, lose to a guy with less than 10 years experience. Cannot wrap my head around it. Can't do it. Can't let it happen.
Who did McVay play college ball with?
I think Miami of Ohio.
Didn't he play with someone who's in the league right now?
He played against Edelman.
He played against Edelman.
I'm sure somebody was on this team that made the NFL, but I don't know if anybody's still playing. He played against Edelman as dueling quarterbacks twice.
Oh, wow.
This guy, he is pretty impressive. I mean, they were asking him questions the other day about like his high school. Like, he remembered specific plays from his high school in 2003, or my year, like 2002, like his senior year. He remembers like specific plays against specific teams. So he's always got like a photogenic,
like down and distance and how much time and what the score was.
And he remembers the play they ran, like the name of the play and like how it went.
Yeah, he's a creep.
I mean, that's basically what Belichick's been doing for 20 years.
Yeah,
Everybody
Belichick's
always asks him a question, and he'll ramble on about fucking a dropped punt in 2001 by fucking Troy Brown, who fucking then got kicked by a Buffalo Bills player, and it caused this, and everybody was a fucking domino effect in the league, and it changed everything. He's been doing it for years, but everyone's just enamored with the new guy.
He can do it with college plays that he wasn't even involved in. He'll be like, Alabama ran a couple plays like this similarly in week 7 and week 9.
They're very cut from the same cloth, I would say.
Yeah.
And I'm not allowing anybody I don't think Belichick is on his way out yet. I think it's still him and Brady's time, and fucking McVay and Goff will have their time, or McVay will. I don't know about Goff, but McVay will have his time. He's obviously a good coach, but he's a scheme guy. I mean, nothing against McVay. The guy runs a great scheme, but to me, that's what the Rams are. They're a scheme team.
They are definitely cut from the same cloth. Belichick cuts the cloth off his sweatshirts. McVay might just cut the cloth out of the back of his shorts.
Have you seen his girlfriend, though?
Hot?
I mean, yeah. His girlfriend, somebody was like, have you seen his girlfriend? I'm like, yeah, he's 32, millionaire. And on top of it, it's not like he's like an athlete that's going to burn out in 3 years.
Yeah.
He's
like going to have a 30-year career being a
like,
coach.
why would he not have a
He's probably going to be the coach of the Rams for 30 years unless he just chokes it all away on, Goff's rookie contract. You know what I mean? I mean, they loaded up this year. Plus,
they're not going to be good.
They surrounded him with, I mean, a great, I wouldn't say legendary, but like a notable defensive coordinator, good GM. I mean, Belichick runs the whole show. Belichick is basically...
Now, I'll say the Rams will not be good in 4 years. There's no way. They're going to have no offensive line. It's like what Seattle has no offensive line right now. They have no running game, but Russell can scramble, and he's way better than Goff.
Yeah.
Goff's going to have to start doing that with no offensive line, and he's going to have to pay these He has outrageous
They've been
contracts.
paying outrageous contracts to people. They paid
Cooks,
a
Gurley, and
shitload. They
Goff.
paid
That
Gurley a
has to catch
shitload.
up.
They paid Donald a shitload. They paid fucking Marcus Peters. Like, what are they doing? They went all in with these guys.
Yeah, the Pats paid Gilmore and they paid Peters. Like, imagine if we had Peters right now, we'd all shoot ourselves in the face.
No, he's a scumbag.
He's not good either.
No, he's fucking average at best, but he's the cockiest motherfucker, and he gets burned constantly. I guarantee Brady goes at him all game. Rather than throw it to Talib, he's going to go at fucking Peters all game. He did the
100%.
exact... When they played the Chiefs a couple years ago in the playoffs, he had like 13 interceptions. All he did was throw at Peters.
I don't want him throwing at Talib. That motherfucker is a gamer.
He's fucking... Fuck him. He's slow.
Yeah, but...
He can't run a crossing route. He played with the Patriots for fucking 2 years. I remember everything he fucking did. Every single game in the playoffs, he got hurt.
Going into the locker room in the second half of a AFC Championship game when he was hurt.
Exactly. He got taken out by
fucking
Wes
buy
Welker.
that.
Wes Welker fucking... Belichick was pissed about that. Remember that? He was fucking calling it a kill shot. It was biggest kill shot I've ever seen in the NFL. He was clear that he wasn't trying to run a route at all. Whatever.
He also, and it was, I don't know. He also kind of said you have to play through some injuries sometimes.
Yeah.
When Belichick said that.
Well, they didn't pay him a lot. He only got $5 million from the Patriots. That was it. He made his money worth.
They also got him when he was right after what did he do in Tampa? Didn't he shoot someone or something?
No, he shot himself.
He beat up his sister's boyfriend and threatened him with a gun.
Something happened where
he threatened
was
I think he threatened his sister's boyfriend with a gun. That's what I think happened.
Sounds about right.
He shot himself in Texas.
Yeah, last year.
We covered this last week.
Yeah, last week.
Which I had no clue about.
Yeah, he did. I don't even think he got suspended for it or anything.
No, he was just at a strip club in Dallas and was getting shot at. So he shot himself instead of shot at the people that were shooting at him.
It's not a bad move. I actually don't hate
it. Although I 110% would have been the guy that was like, they shot me. I can't believe I got shot, and I'd be all over social media. Pray for me. Pray for me.
It was obviously you.
Yeah, exactly.
They caught me, man.
I think it was
this gunshot was from a centimeter away.
It was a Plexico situation. It just happened in Texas, so they're like,
this
shit.
exact conversation.
That's
the
just
exact
a bad
conversation we had last week. It was like, Plaxico Burress had to go to jail for a year, lost pretty much everything. Keith Talib shot himself in the leg in Texas. They were like, "You fucking idiot! What are you doing? Holster that sidearm." So, I mean, listen, this is what I'm saying. Stop the scheme. Stop the Rams. Goff is not going to outsling Brady. Not in this game. Not today, boys. You don't have enough talent to win on talent alone. I've been watching a lot of miracle clips, too. That's another thing I've been doing, is watching a lot of fake Herb Brooks quotes from Kurt Russell. You don't have enough talent to win on talent alone. In fact, I want to play it.
I'm going to have to watch some Remember the Titans this week.
No, it's not the same.
Oh, it's better.
It is good.
Titans is the best.
Yeah, I haven't even seen it in so long. This is what I think about Bill Belichick's been saying to Tom Brady and the squad the whole year.
Think you can win on talent alone? Gentlemen, you don't have enough talent to win on talent alone.
Again. That's perfect. What a great fucking scene. That's such a... is that underrated movie? I love that movie.
Oh, yeah. Of course it's underrated.
It's so good. That's got to be the best hockey movie. I mean, you get the nostalgia from the Mighty Ducks 1 and 2, but
yeah,
and you got Slapshot.
Slapshot's is not...
Slapshot's like a comedy.
It's really the only serious.
Hey,
hockey
Goon
movie.
is actually a really good movie.
I've never seen
Goon's
Goon.
funny.
Goon's
but
good.
I wouldn't call it a hockey movie.
It's hockey as basketball as basketball movie.
Yeah.
Nah, basketball.
But anyway, tell me what I should be scared of coming into this week, because Wade Phillips scares me a little bit, but
the most scared of is Brandon Cooks.
Crazy thought.
Who's on?
Belichick had him in the team last year. When has a Belichick guy that got away ever burned Belichick?
I mean, I don't
name one guy that Belichick ever let go willingly.
I mean, Brandon Bolden.
Okay, I don't want to get into it, but that was a fucking. They still should have won that game.
Did Welker got over on us?
I don't remember that.
In 1 year. 1 year.
When did Welker? He fumbled a punt and let the Patriots win the game. They were down by like 30 points at halftime.
I thought we lost to them.
We definitely lost him with Welker on the team, but he didn't do anything.
They didn't really score a lot. It was 19-7.
Was that when he was wearing the big helmet?
Yeah, he was wearing the Marvin the Martian helmet. No, the time that they were playing in Foxborough with Manning's best team, and then they were undefeated. They came here, and the Patriots had a punt to Welker like late in the fourth quarter or overtime. It was one of the two. I can't remember. It was whatever, 2013. They punted it down to the 2. Fucking Welker fumbled it. We got the ball and just won. That was it. End of the game.
I don't know. Cooks is just different though. He's too good of a. I think he's better than Tyreek Hill. We went over this last week, but I really do think he's a better receiver.
He's a better overall receiver, but I don't think he's better suited to beat the Patriots than Tyreek Hill is.
I think he's not coverable.
The Patriots have made a living stopping number one wide receivers like that.
Who's going to be covering? You think Gilmore is going to be on?
No, I don't. We can get into it a little bit later, but I think he's going to draw. I think he's going to draw John Jones and McCourty over the top all game. Speed guy.
So what happened with?
He gets into trouble.
Jason
J.C.
McCourty?
Jackson goes over there. He's still there.
I know, but why? I know Jones started over from last week because of the speed, but Jason's been phenomenal all year. He's gonna come. He's got to play this week, right?
I'm sure he's going to play, but I don't think he's going to start. I mean, your top two corners right now are Gilmore and J.C. Jackson.
Jackson on Robert Woods all game?
I think opposite. I think Gilmore's on Woods. Eliminates him from the game. Man-to-man all game.
Who else do they have? Because that means Jackson's going to be...
I think Jackson's on their third receiver. Stops him. And I think you got John Jones on and McCourty on Cooks.
You know what helps a lot is that Gurley's hurt.
Is he? He's not on the injury report.
He had 4 carries last week. I think he's hurt still. He's too good.
C.J. Anderson has been having I don't know. This is like the scheme that C.J. Anderson made a name on in Denver. The outside zone run. That's all the Rams do is the outside zone runs.
Yeah, he's big and he's strong. But
he's just a big. I mean, he did it for years. They're making it like, oh, C.J. Anderson, who's this guy? All of a sudden, everyone. He was good in Denver. It's the same guy. Whatever.
He reminds me of Blount. Like when Blount came back halfway through the year,
he's like
second half
Blount.
of the year.
He's like Blount and Dion Lewis combined. He's fucking 5'5". And he's like a little bully, but like Maurice Jones-Drew, kind of.
He's tough to tackle.
Fuck him. He's not going to do shit. Telling you. This Patriots defense is locked in right now, boys. I'm locked in with the Patriots defense. The performance they put on in Kansas City, especially in the first half.
I can't remember one time Kansas City drove down the field.
They didn't drive down the field once. They made, they got penalties.
They moved down with penalties.
They got penalties, and they got a couple big plays. Couple bombs. That was it. They hit the one to Tyreek Hill and they hit the one to Sammy Watkins, and that was it. All the rest were little fucking dumb penalties or blatant missed calls, like the pick
that
by
pick
Conley
was brutal.
Yeah, it was.
Who are you more scared of? Mahomes?
100%.
Or Mahomes terrified me.
Mahomes in Kansas City or Goff in a clearly Patriots crowd in the Super Bowl? Even close.
It's not for me. It's not even close.
I think the Rams have a much better offense.
Huh?
I think the Rams have a much better offense.
I think they do. I think they have a better offense. I don't think they're.
How do you?
I just
personnel wise,
Mahomes
or what? Maybe they have a better offensive line.
They have a better
and a better running back.
Better running backs, better receivers. And
I disagree.
I don't think Goff is that much of a drop.
You're gonna take.
I think
you're gonna take Cooks
so
and Robert Woods. That's it. That's their two receivers. Cooks and Robert Woods over Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, Chris Conley.
I don't know who
Travis
Chris Conley
Kelce.
is. I don't know who Chris Conley is.
Travis Kelce.
Kelsey's good, but Everett's not as bad. And I think Robert Woods is 10 times a receiver that Sammy Watkins is. And I think Cooks is also better than Tyreek Hill. And they're better. Their other version is Kelce. Kelsey's the player that kind of might put them over.
The Rams
Gurley is way better than anyone they have.
He wasn't better than Kareem Hunt.
No, but they didn't have to.
Yeah. Not last week. They did the first time we played him.
Yeah, that helped.
Kareem Hunt and him are just as good.
Yeah, that's true.
And the fucking Chiefs went into L.A. and put up 50 points on the Rams. So the Rams also happened to put up 50-something points
They
and
put up
won.
50
but
too,
it was like 50, nobody stopped each other.
No, that was a pathetic game.
Yeah.
I hated that game. I watched it.
So what does that tell you? I mean, the Patriots went into fucking Arrowhead, dominated the best offense in football.
That was like week 6.
I don't care what week it was. It happened.
It's a fucking tough place to play.
Arrowhead, the AFC.
Not that game. That was an impressive win.
No, I understand that the Rams.
The Rams also went into New Orleans and beat Drew Brees.
I mean, they were handed the game.
I guess technically they beat Drew Brees.
Yeah. I mean, throw an asterisk on it because they wouldn't have beat Drew Brees if it wasn't for a horrible missed call.
But I would argue that Brees should have just done what Brady did: get the ball in overtime and win instead of going.
He did, but he threw an interception like an idiot.
Yeah, he threw a pick and he lost. It's like
that's the difference
Brady
between
wins that game.
That's the difference between a couple of greats.
Yeah.
I mean, One goes down and makes 3rd and 10 conversions up and down the field, and one throws an interception.
You don't give Brady a second chance like that. It's over.
3 game-winning drives in that game. 3 game-winning drives. Whatever.
I'm telling you, I'm nervous. The defense.
I'm not nervous.
I'm
it's
less
normal.
nervous
You
about
gotta
the
be
defense
nervous.
and more nervous about their offense.
The Patriots offense or the Rams offense?
No, Rams. Donald is good, and that's it. After that, they have nobody.
Sue's
I'm telling you
old.
right now.
Fowler is good too.
Belichick made his fucking name. He has playbooks and game plans in the Hall of Fame for this exact situation. He was built to stop high-flying offenses.
But
it doesn't
what did
matter
he do
if it
against
was
the Eagles. Like he let up fucking 4,000 yards, and like how did they do that last year?
I don't know. They did the same thing against the Chiefs last year. They figured it out. They figured out that offense. He figured out the fucking crossing route offense, the fucking the million fucking play action. What do you call it? A million fucking
Run pass option.
Yeah, run pass option. All that bullshit. All the fake fucking handoffs on the fake reverses. All that bullshit. He figured it out. That's why he's beat the Chiefs twice this year. He'd beat the Eagles if he did. He'd beat the Eagles again. Not again. He would beat the Eagles for their first time.
That just didn't make any sense to me. Like how the Eagles.
I'm just telling you.
Do that.
Give me that fucking the 1990s fucking Buffalo Bills. He's in the Hall of Fame because he created a defense that stopped that on a team that should have never won a Super Bowl. Fucking Giants with a backup quarterback. Yeah. He did it against the 2001 Rams, the fucking 2001 to the 2008 Colts. He built his reputation his whole life on stopping prolific offenses. I don't care who it is. Break out fucking, put Kurt Warner, put anybody on that fucking team.
This makes me feel a little better, I'm going to be honest. I do like
put
that
anybody
speech.
on that fucking offense.
That's why it came.
Yeah, that moved me right there.
Put anybody on that fucking Rams offense. I'm telling you, Belichick and Flores are going to have these boys ready to play.
Yeah, I mean...
The only thing that makes me nervous is the Patriots aren't going to be able to run the ball. That's the only thing that makes me nervous. The Patriots can't run the ball. It's going to be tough sledding all game.
I don't think they're going to stop running the ball, though. So I think they will be able to... Fourth quarter, if they're down 10, they'll be running the ball. They're never going to stop, and I think it will work eventually.
Another thing I think about is the Patriots are going to have a home field, basically, right? The way I see it, they've never lost a home Super Bowl, like a home-feeling Super Bowl, which I figure was the Patriots versus the Rams the first time, the Patriots versus the Panthers, and then I think the Patriots versus the Falcons. Those 3 were clearly Patriots fans' advantages. They won all 3 of those games. Now, they also won games that they clearly weren't fucking the fans, the Seahawks game and the fucking first Eagles game, but they lost again to the Giants twice, and the Eagles, which were all Giants and Eagles fans. So I just think that the home team, whatever, the Patriots are going to have the home field advantage, if you want to say that. I mean, in crowd noise, which will be good.
Yeah, I mean, normally I don't really think about it when it comes to the Super Bowl. You talk about it a lot because you've been to the games. I always wondered like how big a deal it was.
It's a lazier crowd, but like it's loud the whole time. You know what I mean?
That's
it doesn't. It's a mediocre level of loud the whole time.
It seems like they're always cheering every play, no matter who it is.
Of course, some people are cheering for
loud.
the defense.
Yeah.
And then some people are cheering for the offense. But you know what I mean? Like the Patriots on offense, the Patriots fans are quiet, and the other team's fans are loud, and then flip-flops. But it's a mediocre level because it's half the stadium. And in this case, it's going to be a tenth of the stadium when the Rams are on fucking offense.
I wonder how much tickets are going for now.
My
heard there was a
tried to
major
grab them, and they were like $6,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, your dad's probably not sitting where.
No, he didn't buy him. I'm just saying he was looking for him. They're like $6,000 for regular face value is $2,500, I think.
Somebody told me they dropped off this year, but
because no Rams
that's clearly
fans are
not
going.
true.
Because no Rams fans are going. Like I said, this is the reason I wanted the Rams to beat the fucking Saints. I was talking to you when they were playing. I was like, I need the Rams to win. Nobody's going to that game.
Yeah.
Did you get offered tickets as a season ticket holder?
You have to win a raffle.
They didn't offer them to all.
No. You have. They only have a certain allotment, right? So they give you. So it's the amount of years your account has had season tickets, which ours is like 30 something, and then times the number of seats is how many entries you get. So I have like 100 entries or something, and I don't know how many tickets they give out, but I haven't won yet. So
no,
never.
Oh,
30 years though. That's all.
I know. I've never won.
You have to have more than. I'd say you have more than. You have a good high percentage.
Oh yeah, I've got more years in my account than like 80% of the people probably.
Yeah,
but I've never won. And since I've owned the season tickets myself, which was 2011 maybe, they've gone to the Giants Super Bowl, and they've gone to 4 Super Bowls since I've had the ticket. I haven't won.
Struck out.
Yeah, every single time. Whatever. I don't know. Interesting. As I flip the page and kill time. The wild card here in this team that we're going to talk about here is the Rams defense. Wade Phillips has had some success against Brady as a head coach and DC. Not a ton. I mean, Brady's 6-3 against him with 21 touchdowns, 7 picks. 2 of those losses were in the same season, to be fair, against the Denver defense, which was like a top 10 defense in terms of personnel and scheme in like the last 30 years. That defense with Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware, TJ Ward. I mean, they were fucking stacked from top to bottom. So
Brandon Marshall was awesome.
Yeah, they had a ridiculous team. That was like, people talk about the DVOA, whatever that is. Like they had like the 3rd highest all time or something, whatever that means.
Did we play them twice in Denver too?
Both in Denver.
Yeah.
But Brock Osweiler was the quarterback the first time. Patriots should have won, lost in overtime.
It was almost worth losing that game and watching Brock Osweiler in Houston.
Yeah.
Just paying him off that game, they paid him
a lot of money.
All the money.
Yeah.
And
so he beat him, and then they lost to the corpse of Peyton Manning. Literally, that defense literally carried the Weekend at Bernie's version of Peyton Manning to a Super Bowl championship.
Unbelievable how bad his arm was, and it just.
And they want to call Brady a wet noodle arm. Can you imagine? That guy couldn't throw it 5 yards downfield.
And it never seemed like it was brought up. It was like, oh, Peyton, he's a game manager, blah blah blah. It's like, well, Brady's not winning the MVP.
It was Peyton Manning lost a little bit of zip on his fastball.
I want to talk about that for a second because I hear like. Not just Kellerman, but that wet noodle arm. We all remember Manning at the end. Yeah. I mean, he was throwing wiffle balls.
He had like.
I've watched every one of Tom Brady's throws this year, and sure, there's been a few that are like, oh, he's a little off, not as accurate. But noodle arm,
dude. That game they played, that AFC Championship game in Denver, Brady had Edelman and Gronk. The worst offensive line he's had his whole career in New England. No Devlin.
Who was playing left tackle that game?
I fucking can't even remember. No. Cannon was playing right tackle.
Vollmer.
I don't think he put a hand on Von Miller all game. Yeah. Von Miller got hit something like 30 times in that game. An outrageous, like the highest number of any ever in his career. He basically almost won that game. If it wasn't for an extra point being missed by Steven Gostkowski, they were going to be in the Super Bowl that year.
And I know for a fact, my grandfather has a chair that it's a recliner, but it also, when it goes back, it can also go forward to help you get out of the chair.
Oh, I love it.
Lifts you up. That's how weak Peyton Manning's legs were. He had one of those recliners at night.
He was fucking...
His no thigh strength at all.
Every time he went back to pass in that game, I was like, oh, good, he's going back to pass. Like, the kid, he's not going to do anything. Like, it was the exact opposite of any time we've ever played Peyton Manning. I was like, oh, fuck, he's passing. Where's the defense?
Sanders and Thomas were ridiculous those years, too.
Yeah, they had to run to beat the Patriots. Every time he threw the ball, it was almost intercepted.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing about Wade Phillips, and Belichick said it the other day, he runs the same scheme he has for 30 years. Never changes. He has
Novocaine.
He's got great players, but Brady doesn't care who's on the other side of the field. He's going after the weakest link all day. Yeah, I love it. It's fucking back to this fucking Brady throw to the open guy. That's the way the Patriots offense has been successful since 2000. Brady finds an open guy, gets a first down. Brady finds an open guy, gets a first down. No fucking shots downfield, get a first down, draw play, screen pass. Bullshit stuff. If you want to call it dink and dunk, go ahead.
You tweeted it. What did Troy Brown say?
Yeah, Troy Brown, exactly. That's my slot receiver. My slot receiver said. That's exactly what you would want. What did he say? It was about Josh Gordon, right?
Yeah, they're asking about Josh Gordon. They're like, he said that they wouldn't be here without Josh Gordon. But because they don't have Josh Gordon now,
they wouldn't be this good.
They wouldn't be this good.
Yeah,
they're better without Josh Gordon now, but they wouldn't be here without him.
Exactly what I'm saying. Would you rather have the 2001 to 2004 offense of Branch, Givens, Troy Brown throwing to the open man, beating guys by 2, or have the Randy Moss offense winning by 30? And then losing in the Super Bowl.
It was either win by 30 or
lose.
Or just get shut out. Yeah. This offense cannot get shut out.
No,
it's impossible.
It's the fucking Erhardt-Perkins offense. Somebody's going to be open all the fucking time. Listen, now fucking, did you hear what Nickel Roby-Coleman and Michael Brockers had to say about the old man, Tom Brady?
I did hear that. I heard they backtracked a little bit.
Yeah, they're doing a little backpedaling, a little nervous. They got
a little.
They woke the Grizzly.
Little pee-pee whack from their coach.
They woke the Grizzly. Fucking Sean McVay's got to be shitting his pants right now. He's going up against the greatest coach in history, the greatest quarterback in history. And he's 33, has an unproven quarterback.
Although I don't think he is at all. I don't think he has much to lose, to be honest with you.
I thought he
the
looked
Patriots
nervous.
have nothing to lose. That's what I'm saying.
He looked nervous in the NFC Championship.
I've heard that take that the Patriots this year, they really have. I think
it's going to tarnish
I think they have
their legacy?
everything to lose. I think Brady's record is, like you said, I can't handle. I can't.
No, we're not launching. I'm not launching another superstar. It's not happening. I can't be the guy that gives up that is just a punching bag in the fucking Super Bowl. I'm not gonna be that guy. Tom Brady's not that guy.
Punching bag. What is he in the AFC Championship games? 9-5 or something.
I don't care.
He's insane.
Yeah. So what? He's in the Super Bowl. That's the game that matters, right? And you're gonna be what, 5-4 if you lose?
Yeah, 5-4 is
60%?
unacceptable.
6-3 sounds a lot better, but 5-4 is still better than anyone else is ever going to be.
Dude, when I was at the Seattle Super Bowl, and when I was at the Seattle Super Bowl, he was a fucking goal line interception away from being 3-3. Okay,
that would have been bad. I mean, honestly, I honestly didn't think they were going to win again after the 2 Giants ones.
Yeah,
I was like, this is it. He's just never going to win. He's never getting back. It's over. And then he beat Seattle, and then
he rolled off Atlanta.
Now everything else is gravy.
I don't know. So I had a little bit of a Twitter war with Robert Klemko regarding Josh Gordon today. He's like a Sports Illustrated writer. He wrote a thing that he's a Deflategate truther, right? He didn't block me to his credit. He didn't block me to his credit. So, but I didn't say anything rude to him. I basically I got into he wrote a story today about how nobody on the Patriots calls Josh Gordon or they don't contact him. While they're in the middle of this playoff run, and I was just like,
yeah, they're in the middle of a playoff run.
And I explained to him, I was like, I don't get it. Like, how are you writing this article? Is it supposed to be geared toward Josh Gordon, he's the downtrodden kid that can't handle himself? I mean, the guy's a man. He left the team, and people still contact him, and like Dorsett and everybody still talk to him. But he made it sound like the Patriots are these bad robots that don't give a shit about the players. They're just there to win. It's business only. Conglomerate. I want to read the fucking. Now I want to get to my fucking tweets.
It's weird.
I had a huge argument with him. He completely backtracked. And everybody I told him.
Meanwhile, Gordon's tweeting about the Patriots and
and Instagramming and fucking.
It's
but I've never felt people always try to make you feel bad for a guy like Antoine Walker. Had millions, lost it all, and now he's just back to doing my job. I've always been doing my job. I've never not had to do my job, which is shitty. And he got to be rich and be fucking awesome. And then now he's doing my job, and we feel bad. Feel bad for me. I've just always been doing this. I don't get it.
I had a 15 fucking tweet thing. Noted Deflategate truther Robert Klemko trying to paint the Patriots as scumbags because they aren't enabling Josh Gordon the way the Browns did. He is a man. He screwed up and left the team on his own volition. His addiction is more important than the team. And I wrote, I like Gordon a lot and loved him on the team, but why do they have to call him daily to show him the team cares when he obviously cares about himself more than the team? Also, he's suspended. Doesn't that prohibit the team from contact? He was given the best possible opportunity to overcome his demons in a facility that will help you all ways as long as you help yourself. He lasted 2 months. What is the team supposed to do? Build a shrine and carry it with them? He didn't die. He just has a problem. And then he fucking... What did he tweet to me?
I thought it was a little hard on
hurt,
Josh
coach.
there.
I'm hurt, coach. I ain't dead.
And then he wrote to me he got fucking tough. He got Twitter tough guy with me. He wrote, scumbags? Hardly. Focusing on the people in the building is something all teams aspire to do, and the Patriots do it really well. Turn down the sensitivity and quit putting words in my mouth, hun. And I was like, oh, didn't like that hun one bit. So I wrote, okay, sweetie, I will. Tell me what you're trying to get across. The team and players are actually good guys for thinking about their team goal over selfishness like they have done for 18 years? Or are you portraying Josh as a tortured individual that deserves more? I'm not making a judgment on anyone's character, and I would challenge you to identify wording in the story that does that. I'm saying this is the thing teams try to do, but the Patriots actually do. No more, no less. You'd think fans of this dynasty would be less defensive. said, I'll stop being defensive when you stop being offensive. If you're not insinuating anything, then this story is meaningless. It seems to me it's intended as a read-between-the-lines story of big bad conglomerate, all-business franchise forgetting a lowly employee. Still waiting for you to identify wording in the story that makes judgment on someone's character. Any reading you did between the lines is a reflection of your own biases, insecurities, not anyone else's.
Insecurities.
Yeah, I was insecure. I want to know what the story is about then. Josh Gordon is gone and forgotten. Is it supposed to show the team in a good light that a man with mental illness and drug problem that had to leave his job to take care of it has been thought of since? So whatever, and he never responded. He was a little mad at me. But anyway, he wrote this whole dumb story about fucking Josh Gordon not being contacted. It literally, if you're not reading between the lines that the Patriots are the bad guys on that, then the story is just a thought in your head. It's not a thing. It's not a story. It's well, nobody's talked to Josh in a while. That's all. Tweet it. I don't need a fucking 3,000 per word essay on it.
How does he know? Is Josh Gordon coming out and saying that no one's talking to him?
No, but there was a thing.
What the fuck does he know?
He doesn't know. He just fucking he's a Deflategate truther, just like the rest of them. He wants the fucking Pats to fucking lose. He probably doesn't think they're underdogs. He thinks they're the fucking biggest, baddest, worst thing on the planet.
I don't think they're underdogs.
I don't think they're underdogs.
I don't think they're underdogs either. In the terms of a real underdog, they're clearly the favorite. But listen, in their minds, they've been shit. Who's been more fucking revered and honored and fucking pumped up by the media this year? The Rams or the Patriots?
I'll give you that because the Rams and the Chiefs.
Who is the NFL,
have been
ESPN,
the NFL's darlings all years.
Been
and the Pats
blowing.
were kind of like, are they even going to make the
Is
Super
it
Bowl?
McVay and the McVay offense and Aaron Donald, or is it Tom Brady, old Tom Brady, who can't win anymore?
No, I get that, but I get that it's whiteboard material to say we're the underdogs. But I don't understand arguing about it and being mad that saying we're not.
I'm not mad. I'm mad that people shit on the team all year and then are walking back the comments like, of course we're not going to fucking doubt them.
Yeah,
you have all year.
I get that, but gun to your head, if you think the Rams are going to win this Super Bowl, gun to your head and you say, oh yeah, I'm going to take the Rams or the Patriots, you're a fucking psychopath. I mean, the Patriots are clearly
there's a proven commodity here.
It's so easy to take Brady. It's out of control. Like, if the Pats are down by 14 in the fourth quarter, Brady could still win that game easily.
No, before Tom Brady played, nobody's overcome a deficit in the Super Bowl more than like 7 points, I think. He did it against the Seahawks, 10. The best defense in the last 30 years, maybe besides the Ravens, 2000.
Yeah,
that's the best
that
defense.
Seahawks defense was loaded.
He did it 10 points in the fourth quarter. He was down 28-3 against the Falcons in the third quarter and came back and won. Okay? 25 points.
You know what's crazy about that game? I was watching it. I walked into the bar. They were down by 19 points with 9 minutes left.
Yeah.
And they had the ball at the goal line. He got sacked, had to take a field goal. So now they're down 16 with 8 minutes left and kicking the ball off.
Yeah.
And they still won.
And the fucking
It was awesome.
What a ridiculous game.
Fucking it was so fun.
Matt Ryan had the ball at like the 25-yard line and they didn't score. Oh, it's first down. It was like first and 10 from the 25 and they didn't score and they lost.
Hightower sack was fucking awesome.
He sacked him and then they had a holding call.
It was everything you needed. It was like, oh, please get a penalty. Please get a sack. Please fumble.
First long, his greatest play as a Patriot was getting held on third down against the fucking Falcons. So let's do a little prop bet so we can each do what we think. So first one, will there be a defensive touchdown in this game? Both good defenses, Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh. I don't think the Patriots will have a fucking, I don't know. It's so hard. They had one all year. They've had one in like 4 years.
I know. They never get them, but they're so due. It's crazy. But if you say defensive and special teams, I would say yes. I think a special teams touchdown will happen.
They have a good special teams unit.
Patterson could bust one easy.
Yeah, I'm going to hope no because I don't think the Patriots will get one on defense, and I think they on offense, on their special teams can do it, so I don't want it to happen. I'm going to hope no.
No, I'm going to throw this as just a fact out there for a prop bet. The last 4 singers that were African-American who sung the national anthem have went over.
They have went over?
Over it's like 3 minutes or something like that.
Oh, yeah, because they want to showboat. Is that what you're trying to
say? Maybe they're better singers and they hold the note longer. Maybe that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, if you want to put some money, and I'm going to do it, go over.
Okay, Brady passing yards and passing attempts. 300 yards and 37.5. Keep in mind, he threw 46 times against Kansas City.
Well, that was a weird game because they had 95 plays.
Yeah.
Who
and they
has
had a shitload of
95
running
plays?
yards, and then the Chiefs started coming back.
Yeah,
So
that was.
it really depends on how the defense plays, honestly. I'm going to go over on passing yards and also over on passing attempts.
See, I'm going
under on both.
I'm going over on yards, under on attempts.
I'm going
Okay,
under
he's
on
had
both.
1,000 yards passing or something, or like 900 yards passing in the last 2 Super Bowls.
Well, yeah, but they were both ridiculous games. I mean, the Eagles was the most. That game, that's not. It just wasn't football. I don't know what we watched. I still try to not really remember.
It was just offense.
And the Falcons game was another game that doesn't really count in my head.
All right.
I think it's going to be a regular game. It has to be. Those last 2 games are so weird.
Goff passing yards, 289.5. I'm going under.
I'm going under.
I think the Patriots are going to terrorize Goff.
I'm actually going to go over in the sense that I think the Patriots might be up in the fourth quarter, and Goff might have to throw the ball to kind
Sling?
of come back.
I like that.
Some late yardage
like
that
that.
doesn't really matter, but
like that.
you at the end of the game, you're like, wow, Goff did that. It's like, no, he didn't do that.
He's got a sling. Yeah,
He
exactly.
got
Just
dominated.
the same way that Rivers threw up like fucking 400 yards against the
Exactly.
Patriots in the
Yeah.
divisional round.
You're like, no, Rivers didn't even have a good play until the third quarter.
He had like 110 yards until 5 minutes left. Okay,
That's
Sony
exactly.
Michel rushing yards, 80.5. Gurley, 72.5.
God, this is even close to me.
This is the biggest thing to me.
I'm
I think Sony Michel goes over, and that makes the Patriots win.
I think it goes so far over. I think it's going to be like 150. It's going to be a huge game.
I go
by
over
a lot.
under. I think Sony is a much better game than Gurley.
I think the offensive line, and I include Gronk and Devlin in this, are the best unit on either team.
Yeah.
They've been dominant.
Yeah.
How many times has Sony or the Pats rushed for like 100 yards this year? It's going to be the most they've done in the last
long
like 10
time.
years.
There was a stat came out today. The Patriots have like 19 negative plays this season, which was like by far the least in the league.
Not a single negative play against the Chiefs.
Yeah, nothing.
In Arrowhead,
I don't think they had one. I don't think they had one against the Chargers either.
It's ridiculous. Their offensive line is.
Listen,
Devlin
I'm
is my
getting all
favorite
boned
player.
up over here. I'm feeling more confident.
It's fucking good. Listen, okay.
Devlin and Gronk
Cooks
are
70.5 yards and Woods 74.5. I'm going under on Woods big time. I think Gilmore shuts him down.
Yeah, I'll get you. You're not even gonna see. You might not hear his name once.
They're gonna be terrified to throw to Woods.
Yeah, Woods is gonna be a problem, and I think Cooks is gonna go over. Cooks is just too good. He'll
70
get his
yards?
yards, but sometimes it doesn't affect the game. But he'll get his yards.
It could be one catch for 50 yards with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the Pats constantly did that when they had Cooks. He would have like
you'd
have
have
good numbers,
2 or 3
but-
catches for like 88
Yeah.
yards.
But they'd be on like first and second down, where Edelman will be like, "Oh, he had a crazy game." It was like 6
Do you ever
catches for 54.
do you ever remember? Maybe one time I can see it, but do you ever remember Cooks making a clutch? No, now I'm stupid. But I remember one.
2.
He made one huge clutch catch again for the Patriots to win the game against the Texans. Yeah.
But he also had. He was like the biggest player against Jacksonville.
He was.
He was the only guy.
What
but
were they? They were first
they were
down.
flags.
They were first down. Fucking 10-yard comebacks or pass interferences.
Yeah,
you know what
there
I mean?
were a
They
lot
weren't.
of flags. Yeah.
They weren't.
I was a violent defender of Cooks.
I love
the
Cooks.
media
Malcolm
killed
podcast.
him, and
But
I
they
loved
always wanted him to be Randy Moss, and it was not that.
And it wasn't. I don't know. Yeah, that frustrated me like crazy. He was a top 10 receiver, and everyone acted like he was a bust.
He had 1,000 yards.
He wasn't paid that either.
No, he was traded.
Yeah, he got nothing. He got paid like $6 million, and he was good.
He was real good.
Here's
something I saw today though. Mike Reese did a story about Malcolm Mitchell.
Yeah.
How nice would it be to have him as your
Real
other
nice.
outside receiver right now?
Dude, he's done.
He was so good.
What a fucking ridiculous
his rookie year.
He saved his fucking. He played in the Super Bowl, had a great game, and just never played again. He played against the Falcons, had a great game as a rookie, and just never played again.
I really do feel
Sensitive
bad for him.
subject, personal friend of mine. I mean,
You and Double M's?
oh yeah. Well, when I was in the jewelry game,
Oh yeah, had a couple cocktails.
we became quite close, and I bought his book. He does children's books, and very good guy. Very good. I was devastated when it didn't work.
Hey, listen,
out.
I like him.
I
but
don't think
he's
it's
just-
over. He's still on the team, right?
No, he's not on the team. He got cut, and he had a couple surgeries since, and he says he wants to come back to the NFL, but I don't think he's going to ever come
Why
back.
is he on the sidelines for the Pats all the time?
He's never been on the sidelines for the Pats.
They said in the article, he's like, oh, he still wears his fucking sweatshirt and hood on the
Not on the
sideline.
team. No, he wears it at home on the couch.
Oh, this makes me feel less about him. I loved him. He was so good. He was perfect. Good blocker.
He was
Great
a perfect
hands,
Patriot.
tall.
A perfect Patriot. Just fucking bad injuries.
Another Georgia guy too, though.
Yeah.
A lot of Georgia guys.
Belichick loves Georgia right now. Julian Edelman, 84.5 yards. Over.
Yeah. You gotta
punch that over. Dude, pump your money into that over. The fucking that's gonna be the number one key for fucking the dumb Rams defense, and he's still gonna go over 84 yards.
Do they play man or zone?
They play man.
Wade Phillips is a man guy.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
Why?
Zone is so much easier for.
Has Julian Edelman ever not beating a man defense?
That's true, but when they play zone, it's like they're gonna win. Like they don't lose to zones. When they play man, it's a little dicier.
You play zone against Tom Brady, and he's going to destroy you.
He wins every time.
Yeah.
Seattle,
it doesn't matter who it is.
Atlanta, all these teams.
The Chargers had a zone defense that nobody could beat all year. Nobody could beat this Chargers cover 3. Tom Brady embarrassed them.
So yeah, I wish right now that the Rams played zone. I'd feel a lot better.
Yeah, they play some zone. I'm just saying that mostly man-to-man corners. James White, 55.5 yards and 6.5 receptions. Over on both, big time.
Wow, that's the bet I'm going with. What's his rush yard? I wish you knew his combined because I feel like he's going to have a huge game.
He's going to
have linebackers on him the entire game.
Dude, we're having every Patriot having a huge game right now.
That's an unstoppable team right now. Okay, here's another one I think I would pound the over. Gronk, 4.5 receptions.
I could go under.
Under 4.5.
When was the last time he had 5?
Dude, what do you have? He must have had 5 or 6 last game.
No, I think he had 3.
No, he had one. He had like 5 or 6 last game.
And there were some.
I don't think so. I just think he had like 3 big ones for like 60 yards.
I don't know.
Maybe. I think he had 4 last
I'm
game.
pounding 4.5. Will there be a flea flicker in this game?
I fucking hope not.
The Patriots love a flea flicker.
There might be 4 flea flickers.
And whenever we do a flea flicker, it's not in a great situation.
That's not true. Not exactly true. They did it against Pittsburgh a couple years ago in the AFC Championship game. Did they do one last week?
They did it last game like James White.
Oh yeah, but he threw it away.
And Brady made a great play,
but he threw it away.
Yeah, which is smart. But he should have ran the ball. James White, like he stopped. He looked around. I think he was like, "Fuck! Like I know I'm supposed to give this back, but I could get a first down right now." And then he pitched it back.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say yes. The Patriots
I'm gonna pray to God no.
The Patriots love a flea flicker.
I'm gonna say there
hate
might
the
be.
flea.
I would say
when they start pulling that shit, nothing is going right.
Not the flea flicker, because that's like part of their offense. Okay, that's part of their offense. Dude, they treat that like a play action pass. They don't treat it. It's not a fucking desperation play like a throwback pass or a throw to Tom Brady.
It's like
that.
It's
so
almost
different.
like a draw. It's like a draw throw.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. It's the only problem with the flea flicker is do you have enough time to fucking complete one with Aaron Donald in the middle of the field?
Yeah, I don't like
It's the only problem.
Andrews, holy shit, big game for him.
Super Bowl MVP.
Patriots wins. Tom Brady.
Super Bowl MVP. That's a tough one. I can see it being like Flowers.
Never gonna be Flowers.
Like a defensive, just a huge game from one player.
I'd love that.
This guy kidding?
I'm going
2 picks from Gilmore, something like that. Like
so, I'm going. I got 2 players. I think it's Gronk if he balls out, but if Gronk is killing it, then they're going to give it to Brady no matter what. So I don't think Gronk could actually win the MVP.
It's just Tom Brady.
So I'm
or
just saying,
Jared Goff.
I'm saying it's Sony season, baby. Sony season.
I would love to.
Sony.
I would.
Would it be Sony last? Who would be the? Oh, Brady would have been the MVP last game.
Last week, yeah, probably.
Just because of the comeback, but he had 3 touchdowns, right, Sony?
Sony had 2. I think Burkhead
Chargers.
had 2.
3 against the Chargers.
Yeah, he had 3 against the Chargers.
That is fucking crazy. 5 playoff touchdowns already.
He's a monster. So overall, Patriots game plan. How did the Patriots beat this Rams team? They were an outside zone run team. Same thing the Broncos were with fucking Kubiak. Patriots tend to struggle with it sometimes, and everything they do is run off that. All play action and deception based on the outside zone run. Crash the edge, defend the zone run from the outside in. Safeties should be within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. Those are the fucking keys. The Detroit Lions, all coached by Matt Patricia, you might remember him, Patriots North, confused the shit out of McVay and Goff, playing quarters coverage and forcing Goff to check the runs. And if they passed, the safeties were within 10 yards, and all the Rams' offense is based off in-cutting routes. So you take away those in-cutting routes with safeties down into the box, and Goff doesn't know what to do. He basically, They blew coverage twice in that game, late in the game, and the Rams ended up winning like 30-16. But the Detroit Lions showed the blueprint. The next 2 games, blown out by the Chicago Bears, beat by the Philadelphia Eagles at home. It's the way to do it. Disguising the defense, similar to your amorphous amoeba front you've been doing, confuse the young quarterback, blitzing at the center. Here's a note. Rams center, Sullivan, gave up the most pressures in the league over the second half. This is a big Van Noy and Hightower in the A-gap game. That's our strength against their weakness, right there. Now, when the Pats aren't in quarters coverage, I fully expect man-to-man, bump and run. I really think this is going to be as close to the same as the first Pats-Rams Super Bowl in terms of game plan. You fucking knock the shit out of the receivers, knock the shit out of Gurley every single play, every single time. Hit everyone off the ball, just like you did last week. I mean, you just knock the shit out of everybody. Every single play. I don't care if you're fucking hitting Goff. Just let them know that you're there and you're fucking there to play and win a war. You know what I mean, fellas?
I love it. I completely agree. I just don't see how you stop Devlin and Gronk from blocking. So I don't see how you stop the run game. And so that's going to happen.
The Patriots seem to me to be a tougher team right now.
Oh, yeah. They play hard-nosed football. They smash teams. Yeah.
No one gets the Patriots anymore. Have turned the clock back on football. Oh, everybody's beautiful. Gearing up to this Chiefs, Rams, Saints style of offense. Score 1 million points, play a little bit of defense, throw the ball all over the place. But the Patriots
make one play.
Fucking changed everything. Brought a fullback in, 2 tight ends, fullback up the middle, run. Play defense. That's all they do.
And their offensive linemen aren't they're run blockers.
Yeah.
Shaq Mason's a run blocker. He's their highest paid offensive lineman. They're gonna run the ball a ton.
I think we need to avoid that play where
lose.
Everything is going fucking great, and then we turn the ball over.
Oh,
we cannot turn the ball over.
Brady's pick in the red zone, last
we
week.
would have won that. I'm convinced we would have won that game by 30 points.
Yeah,
if that didn't happen. Can't happen in the Super Bowl.
There was a lot of fucking. We talked about it last week. They should have won that game by double digits last week.
They got lucky because that's exactly what the Saints did, but the Saints couldn't overcome it. The Pats did do, but they cannot do that again. They need to just.
So, I don't see the Rams offense as better than the Chiefs. I want Gilmore on Woods. They played together in Buffalo and probably know each other well. I mean, and put JC or John Jones speed with McCourty on Cooks. Let JC take the third receiver. Tell me where this Rams have a better matchup there. I don't see the Rams having a better matchup. If you fucking double Cooks, you single cover Robert Woods with the best corner in football, and then you fucking take away their third receiver with J.C. Jackson, who is a first-round talent.
They need to stop this run game. It's the only thing that comes. If they stop
the run game, they're not going to do anything.
They're not going to do a single thing.
No,
because they'll be able to cover these guys. So that run game just.
The Patriots defense just needs to play like they did last week. We can't afford to get into a shootout again. It's possible we can, but the Rams defense is better than the Chiefs. So, I mean, not a huge amount better, but they're slightly better than the Chiefs.
Yeah, they have a couple, the Rams had the Chiefs had no one who could make a play.
No.
That fucking white safety
They have good
sucks.
defensive line. They have Chris Jones, fucking Justin Houston, and D Ford. They had good players.
They're fine, but they're not as good as
the secondary
was
shit. Their fucking linebackers were shit.
Yeah. The Rams guys are much better.
The Rams have decent secondary. They have a great offensive line.
The Chiefs have a lot better linebackers. Ragland can play. Yeah. That guy's good. But the Rams have no one at linebacker. Not a single guy up the middle.
They're tiny guys. It's a throwback to the fucking Chargers game. It's the same defense.
It is the same defense, yeah.
That's why the fucking Patriots ran right down their fucking throats whole game.
They really should just pound it.
They have 230-pound linebackers. You think James Devlin, who I saw today, benches 500, squats 670, coming at a 230-pound linebacker, is your fucking game plan?
That's going to be a nightmare.
Disaster for them.
They're going to load. Yeah, they're just going to run the ball.
They're going to load the box, run. Listen, they're going to run right at Aaron Donald. I made it clear early this week. I said, one thing I'm absolutely positive about is that Belichick, Skarnecchia, and McDaniels are not going to let Aaron Donald ruin this game.
I can tell you exactly what's going to happen. Is Donald's not going to get blocked for about 5 or 6 plays to start the game, and Devlin's just going to come out of nowhere and just smash him right from the side of it. They're going to do that the whole beginning of the game. Yeah, run up field, all right, but Devlin's going to smash you, and he's going to stop doing that, and it's going to slow him down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just telling you, how many times, who's considered, probably the last 10 years, the best defensive player in the league? J.J. Watt?
Yeah, for a while.
So
J.J. Watt, Von Miller. And
J.J. Watt, Defensive Player of the Year 3 times or something.
Yeah.
He was going to be MVP one of the years. How many times the Patriots play him? Like 7, 8? How many times has he ever made an impact?
0.
0 times.
Yeah.
Letterman jacket 0 times.
Never had an impact. I tweeted out a bunch of stats this week. They played Khalil Mack. They played fucking Jason
Clay
Taylor.
Matthews
all these guys.
has never
Clay
made a
Matthews.
play against.
Nobody's ever made a play against the Patriots. They always make a
Even
fucking...
Sue, when he was like, I was scared of him all the time in Miami.
Yeah.
He didn't do shit.
By the way, my wheels have been spinning here. I just changed my final score. I've been thinking about my...
Well, hold on your final score.
No, but I've been thinking about it for a week.
Yeah.
And these conversations... Tyler was just looking at me. My wheels have been spinning. I just completely changed my final score.
So, listen, you fucking double Donald. You run right at him. Make him react to you. Don't let him get upfield. Push Sue around. The Pats' offensive line has been doing that for 5 years when he was in Miami.
He's too big.
He's
too
not
big to
good.
be up the
I mean,
middle.
he's good,
not.
but he's not a dominant like he was in college.
No.
The fucking Patriots' offensive line has been throwing him around for 5 years when he was in Miami.
Yeah.
When has he ever done against the Patriots? Has he had like... He played him like fucking 12 times. He has probably 1 or 2 sacks.
You know who always has good game against the Patriots? Guys that I can't remember. Like, remember they had that...
Guys that are unaccounted for.
Who's that guy Matt White used to... He threw punches with down in Miami?
Oh, yeah.
With the dreads. He wore number like 50.
Crowder?
Always had a good game.
Channing Crowder.
Yeah, no name guy, but always would show up against
Jason
the Patriots.
Taylor would have good games.
Jason Taylor was always good. But besides that, like, none of their stars ever... I don't remember...
Like, Dwight Freeney had flashes, but even still, he was as elite could be, and the Patriots would take him out of games.
The Jets guys never have good games.
I mean, Sheldon Richardson, Muhammad Wilkerson, none of those guys ever did anything.
No.
Against this team like this, it's like I said, it's just like the Chargers. They have their heaviest fucking linebackers, 235. If you want Devlin and Trent Brown coming after you on the second level, you put a 235-pound guy out there, you deserve to lose. Once you get by Donald, Sue, Brockers, you're going for 5+ every time.
Yeah, Fowler scares me, though. He's the guy...
He was on the fucking Jaguars last year in the AFC Championship game.
Hey, he had a
what
good
do you
game.
do? Yeah, they left him unaccounted for because he's not as good as the rest of the guys. That's why he got traded.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, he's not a stud, but he's the type of guy who scares me. Like, worry about the guys in the middle, and I mean, I just think they're gonna run the ball, so it's not gonna really be
Just
that much.
attack these linebackers all game. Second level. It's gonna be attacking with James White and Gronk again. Bottom line. As this week moves along, I just feel the same way I felt last week. I feel like the Pats are going to come out there. They're going to leave it all on the field. It's going to be – they're going to bring their best game at the end of the season. They started playing Patriots football at the best time of the year. I expect it to continue. There isn't a changing of the guard yet. It won't be McVay and Goff's and Mahomes' time soon, but not yet. We're still here. I really think the Pats defense gives everything they got and controls a good portion of this game. The offense – controls the line of scrimmage with the O-line. Still no sacks in the playoffs. Nothing but positive yards. I just think Brady, Edelman, and the defense is locked in right now. Like years past, I don't expect to see, like in years past, them make mistakes, miss field goals, bad snaps, dropped punts. I don't expect that shit. I don't fumbles, mistakes. I just think this team is playing loose right now. They don't have a target on their back in their mind. They're what I was screaming for last week, and they showed up and did it. They're the predator. They're not the fucking prey. Finally, in the fucking playoffs.
They really look hungry, and they're
Exactly.
angry.
When's the last time the Patriots were the hungrier team in the playoffs?
Who hit harder?
They've always been the better coach team, but they've never been the hungrier team since, what, maybe 2004? They were the hungrier team? That was when they were the hungry team.
I think after Deflategate, they were hungry as fuck.
Okay, yes. 2014, I'd give you that Super Bowl. They were hungry.
But not the Atlanta
At least
one.
Brady was.
It didn't feel like it. It was like they wanted to win again, but it wasn't the same. This one feels like they're coming back for you.
Yeah, they're hungry, and they're fucking coming for your ass.
It's a lot of new guys,
I'm telling you,
too.
wake up the fucking 85 Bears defense, put them on the field, wake up the fucking whatever, this fucking Rams offense, which is prolific. Put those teams on the field. Put Steve Tasker on special teams. Tom Brady's coming for that ass.
He is coming for that ass.
Yeah. It's going to be Patriots 31, Rams 21. Brady gets a 6. The Twitter world burns.
I have the Patriots also 31. I have them up late, and I have 31-28 Patriots.
Oof.
I have the Rams
Too
scoring
close
a
for
late
comfort.
touchdown to make it interesting, but
Onside kick.
Yeah, it won't.
Okay.
It won't be.
I have 38-28 Patriots.
I just think the Patriots
in a comfortable win.
Yeah.
We're up. I say this every year. I say this is the year it's going to be comfortable.
Yeah. It's never going to be comfortable.
Listen. And I changed my mind halfway through this podcast. Back to it's going to be comfortable.
The Patriots,
Tom Brady takes a knee to win this Super Bowl, and we're celebrating 10 minutes left in the fourth.
This feels like the Philly game to me, the first Philly game. Pats kind of always had the lead, and they were kind of chasing us, but they're never going to catch up.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I think the Patriots are going to be up 2 scores at halftime.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to be getting the ball. That's what I think. I think they're going to defer the kick, and they're going to get the ball, and they're going to fucking put up 2 scores, and then they're going to be up 2 scores at half. And then they're just going to roll over. I'm just telling you. This fucking team's going to quit.
Pat's defense has been too good in the first half the last few weeks, and it's not going to stop now.
No. They're the first half team right now, and then they just fucking cruise. I'm just ready. We're ready for this. I'm fucking confident. Boys, I'm fucking confident.
So this is a guarantee. We're going to see you guys next week.
For a recap.
And this is a guarantee because if they lose, we're not
Yeah, we'll never see you again. Probably I'll kill myself because I can't handle it.
So we will see
you
next week.
break it in the new place for
a Super Bowl recap?
Super Bowl party.
Oh, yeah, we're having a big Super Bowl party here Sunday. You guys are all welcome.
That's all you followers,
no address.
too.
Yeah,
Come
all the
on
Malcolm
down.
Go pod.
You can find the house here.
So until then, I mean, listen, just go out there like we've been doing. Be the predator, not the prey. Fucking attack. Sony Michel season. Let's go, Pats. Let's get the win. Follow me at Brady Disciple, at Malcolm Go Pod, malcolmgopodcast@gmail.com. You know what it is. Go, Pats, go. You guys got anything? That's it. Let's go.
Do your job. All right, don't try to make too much out of it. Just do your job. 7-8 months ago, right? All for this moment. It's about honor. It's about respect. We win this game, you're honored. Your kids are honored. Your families are honored. We are three.
Stack receivers, 2 to the right. Russell Wilson extends the hands he has. Wilson, quick throw. And it's intercepted. Intercepted by Malcolm Butler. Butler has it at the 1. Malcolm Butler stepping out of the zone.
And Warner goes back to throw, and here's the blitz by Mike Brady. The pass is intercepted. They got it by Taiwan. 30, 25, 20, 15, touchdown. Taiwan picks it up and takes it to the house. For Adam Vinatieri, 48-yard field goal attempt. Set to go. Snap, ball down. Kick up. Kick is on the way, and it is good. It's good. It's good. Adam Vinatieri booms a 48-yard field goal, and the game is over. And the Patriots are Super Bowl champions. The Patriots are Super Bowl champions. The best team in the
Hey! Did it!
I love you, man.
Did it, bro. I love you. I love you. You worked your ass off.
You're the greatest quarterback in the world, man.
Hey, I love you, man.